Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Welcome, everybody. Good day to you, wherever you are on the planet, on the globe. You are tuned in, you're locked in, you're listening to the Lunar Lounge podcast with myself, Israel Ajose, live, conducting this live. I suppose if you're hearing the recording, it's still live. You might hear it the next day, but it's still live. However, I'm conducting this podcast from Spain. I'm actually in Spain. I literally just landed, just got off the plane. I am tired as hell. I've been up since like 3 o'clock this morning. And yeah, I can see people like, you know, I can see people in the chat room now. I know you can hear me now. I know you can hear me. You know, that was bound to happen, right? With Mercury in his shadow period. As I was saying, caught the flight again. Mercury's in his shadow period, of course. I'm still getting some feedback here. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah. All right. Now I've turned everything off. You should be off. Let me just double check. Yep, you are off. So I should not be hearing anything. Okay, coolio. So, as I was saying, catching the plane this morning, just about to board the plane. And then, you know, the announcement came on. Could everybody move back to the sitting area, because you can't board the plane at the moment because there's a technical faulty with the plane. And you know that's going to be sending alarm bells now for people. You know, technical. That's the last thing you want to be hearing when you're boarding the plane, right? There's some technical problems with the plane, but we've got our engineers on board fixing it. I said, listen, yeah. So people were going, oh, I'd rather a new plane. I don't want the engineers on the plane. I was like, oh, it is what it is. Don't worry, man. I've checked my chart and I'm not dying anytime soon. I don't see no death. So here what? It's all good. So yeah. But yeah, I'm here, alive and well. Literally just come off the plane, like just come from the airport. As the plane landed, you know, if I was waiting for baggage, like definitely I would not be here at the moment. You know what I mean? Because you know you've got to wait another half hour, you know what I mean, before you get your baggage and all that kind of, you know, palaver. But you know, quick, in and out. Boom, I'm here. Live on the Lunar Lounge podcast. So shout out to everybody in the chat room. Yes, you can hear me now. That's good. Okay, there was a little technical difficulty there. Shout out Michelle in the chat room, Angela, Yvette, shout outs to Tyrone, Faye, Tiffany, good morning from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, my hair looks nice. Are you for real? Listen, man, my hair needs doing, mate. I tell ya. I need to get one of them. So where's my glamorous assistant? So how come I don't have no glamorous assistants right here, you know what I mean, touching me up, doing my hair? Don't worry, man, I'm going to hook it up soon. Don't worry. It's coming. Trust me. 2024, that's it. I want my nice personal hairdresser who's going to be touching me up every moment, you know, on the head and yeah, so it can be looking sharp. But it's looking all right. It's looking all right. Maybe it's the background. That's what's doing it. The background's bringing it out of it. That's what it is. Okay, so competition time later on, as usual. We have one winner. There's 2 books up for grabs. I haven't got the books here with me, funny enough. I was actually going to bring them, but I haven't. But no worries. I know the titles of the books. You've seen the books, so you know what's up for grabs. Anyway, but I'll be mentioning that later on for the competition. So we'll be going into that. What was the other thing I was going to mention? Tarot card of the week as well. We'll be looking at tarot card of the week as well. So yeah. Oh, Zuz in the building. Okay. Shout outs to Nubian and Zuz. You know, the hosts of the Chill and Spill in the building also as well. Got to give shout outs. How can I not give shout outs to, yes, to Zuz and Nubian. So yeah. Do you know what happened? You see Mercury again. I was listening to the Chiltern Spill on Sunday, and I was there, I was listening to it live, and then I was typing in, and you know what? Calls came in. Calls started coming in. I had about 2 calls. When I tell you I have to run these people off my phone, like, come off. I'm watching this. Yeah, I didn't tell them that, of course, but basically I wanted to get back to this, chill and spill YouTube. Anyhow, I'd come off the phone. I think I was on the phone for about, with both calls, about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes apiece. So let's say no more than half an hour. And then I'd come back to the YouTube, but I was watching the YouTube, but it wasn't live. I was behind. And I was still texting. Like they were, they were probably like, when I got back, because I only figured I was halfway through the show, but people were texting. Yvette came in and she was saying, oh, I missed the show. But that was towards the end. And I was still like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes in. And I'm still texting the answers that they were. So, and I'm thinking, why aren't they reading my messages? I'm texting in. Yeah, right. I weren't watching the live. So there's me watching something that's behind. Mercury gets you every time. Mercury gets you every time. And even with the flight today, again, we were delayed. Not much, fun enough. Like I said, they said that, oh, engineers were fixing the plane or whatever. They said it was going to be about half an hour. But to be quite honest, it wasn't even 10 minutes. But oh yeah, they've sorted everything out, back on the plane. It's like, okay. And here I am. Thank God for that. So yeah, it is what it is. Tiffany saying, I just sent you an email with my answers this morning. Well, we'll see. I'm going to check them in a moment, okay? I'm going to check these answers because I've already got a couple of answers. But okay, let's see. Yeah, Mercury is a trickster. That's his job. His job is to keep tricking the soul. That's what it is. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Great to see you guys in the building. Thank you very much. Okay, so somebody's even telling me, yeah, I couldn't log into the Chill and Spill talking about restriction mode. Oh, God, it's a madness. You can't win with this. There's always something in it. It's a madness. Because I saw when you came in, Yvette, and when you said that, oh, coming towards the end. But I was like, when you said that, I was like, what's she talking about? Like, it's only like 30 minutes, like 45 minutes in. Little did I know, I'm watching the catch up. Goddamn phone calls. Well, nobody can interrupt me here because, right, I'm on my computer, right? Okay, so, it ain't happening. So, shout outs. Right. What else did I want to? Okay, so I'm going to be opening up chart at the moment. Chart for the moment. I will be putting that up on the screen, and we'll also be looking at what is coming before us over the course of the next couple of weeks. We've got a new moon coming up, haven't we? In Sagittarius, so we will be talking about that. Mercury is about to go retrograde, but he's already in his shadow period, so he's playing tricks on us already. Venus has entered the sign of Scorpio, still somewhat trining Saturn at the moment, but we'll talk about that. Going to be opposing Jupiter as well, but I've been speaking about that over the last couple of weeks. So we'll be looking at that. Anything else? Why did I want to? Why didn't I bring my other phone? Well, I did bring my other phone because it's next door. You see what happens when you're rushing about? I may go and get that quickly, because that can kind of help me out with some of the headline stuff, which I wanted to sort of like have a look at to see what's happening out there. But I'm sure you guys can keep me in the loop. There was something on my mind. It's gone. Okay, Mercury, bring it back whenever you are ready. Let's go to the chart for the moment and let's see what it is that we can be looking forward to over the course of the next few weeks, perhaps. Let's see. The moon is in Virgo, but she's right at the right end of Virgo. So in the next 4 hours, she's going to be moving into Libra. Okay, so we've got a Virgo moon. So we've got to be perfectionists today, right? We've got to be, Virgo moon's all about attention to detail. So we've got to be focusing on the attention to detail today. And interesting that we've been talking about Mercury, haven't we? Mercury in the shadow period, Mercury, about to go retrograde, and the moon is currently in his sign, in the Virgo. So focus, people. Attention to detail. I will try my best. So, what is it that we are looking at? What is it that we can go to? I've spoke about the moon. Okay, well, maybe that's where there's been a lot of confusion, you see. Because in the last day or two, the moon has been opposing Neptune. Well, that's what we get with that, don't we? We get a bit spaced out. We get a bit lost. Lost in space. Remember that program? Anybody used to watch that? Or was it just me? Or am I just showing my age here? Lost in Space. Remember that? Yeah. Grew up on them programs. See, it's not normally like me to be drinking a coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but I thought I needed just a little bit of a kick. A little bit. I don't even do coffee, but I thought, let me just get a boost. Okay. So the moon's been opposing Neptune for the last couple of days. So that may explain a little bit of the... And it's quite interesting because even with the weather, it's been a little bit foggy, hasn't it? It's been very mystical, foggy, mystic, kind of like a mist, if you've noticed it a lot. That's Moon Neptune for sure. So let's see. In the next couple of hours, she's going to move into Libra. Things might clear up a bit. Somebody's yes, love, Lost in Space. You have to watch it. He used to come on every Sunday afternoon. I used to remember that. Yeah, man, Lost in Space. Can't forget that. So moon's at the tail end. So where are we going here? Let's start with Venus, eh? Venus just moved into Scorpio a few days ago now, 2 days ago, 2 days, 2 days, 2 and a bit, moved into Scorpio. We know she's in detriment in Scorpio. However, for you guys who are more kind of versed or more advanced in the area of astrology, we do know that Venus is the triplicity ruler of Scorpio. So she's not actually that bad. And she was one of the deacons. I think it might be the last one. I'm not too sure. Off the top of my head. It's either the second or the last one, something like that. But she's got a bit of dignity there. She's not as bad as she's made to be, in Scorpio. So it's good old Venus in Scorpio. But we know Scorpio's all about that. It does bring out that it's a sign that belongs to Mars, and it's Mars is all about that. Scorpio is about that depth. It's the symbol is the scorpion. It gives the kiss of death. Scorpio's always been associated with regenerative powers or regenerative energy in some kind of way. It's where something dies, but it's where it's regenerated. Hence why it's always been associated with the Sphinx that rises out of the ashes. This is what Scorpio essentially is about. So when Venus goes into Scorpio, essentially there's an element of her going it's a little bit like when she's Cassimi, she's going into the underworld. She's in the underworld and she's going to be there. So it's fair to say, we could say Venus is going through the underworld over the course of the next, what? She's going to be there for what? 3 weeks and a bit. And while she's transiting Scorpio, she's going to be stripped. Scorpio strips you. It's ruled by the planet Mars. And Mars is about that separation. So it strips you. So while Venus is being stripped, now Venus represents our ability to love, to give and receive love. She's connected with relationships. She's connected with our talents, our money. Okay? So that is being stripped right now. I suppose people who are Taurus rising, Libra rising, Pisces rising, and to be quite honest, Aries rising and Aries rising and Scorpio rising as well will perhaps feel it also as well, you know, very much. You know, you're going to feel that, if you want to say, the intensity of Venus going through Scorpio. But collectively, we are being asked to dig deep, to look at the way we give and receive love on a far more deeper level. What do we value? How do we value that? It's been asked of us to look at that on a much deeper level. So Venus and Scorpio can be quite, and at the moment, she's trining Saturn. So we've got the trine to Saturn, right? I need to put on, where's my, let me put on my, my spotlights. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so we've got the spotlight here. So we've got Venus here, and she's trining Saturn. So Saturn's going to be able to give some kind of stability. So that's good. I like that. I like the idea of, you know, Venus having some kind of stability there. Some kind of, she's got a rock that she can hold on to. Saturn is going to provide some grounding, some stability. Hence why I say this is good for money management, but it's also good for constructing your relationships also as well. These are the kinds of things that this you know, can be good for. Constructive relationships, especially if it's the beginning of a relationship, but whether you're in one or not. Because remember, Venus is also how we deal with people. She's our social planet, how we deal with people socially. You know, that is Venus, right? So the trine to Saturn is going to be extremely helpful because it can allow us to really get a good sense of grounding and firmness and responsibility around how we are dealing with people. That can help build, you know, we talk about building confidence, yeah, building something. Saturn is a builder. So a trine to Saturn is very, very, it's waning. It's not as strong as it was maybe like yesterday or the day before, but it's still there, and it's going to be there for, what, a couple of days, I guess. Let's have a look. Probably, I'd say about the 10th of December. So in about 4 days' time, 4 or 5 days' time. Yeah, definitely by the 11th of December, we can call it a day. However, what is happening around that time? Do remember, starting from the, where is it? I don't know if we can say starting from, I wouldn't go, I'd say more starting from tomorrow. Starting from tomorrow, we could say today, there's a sextile again, a second sextile with Venus and Mercury. Now, if you recall, probably coming up to nearly a month ago now, if not more, I did say just after the war kicked off with Israel and Palestine, I did say about this was a very good alignment for peace talks and for ceasefire, and it definitely went that way. They're releasing hostages, both sides. They're calling a truce, ceasefire. Although I did hear that there were some rockets launched the other day. I don't know, Israel launched something or something like that. Seems like it's again, there still might be a few hiccups here and there, so it's not totally over. But this is, I do like this. And this sextile will be going on for a while because Mercury is slowing down. So I just want to see how long these two are going to be in sextile for. So we're going to have the Venus. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's going to be done by then, isn't it? Really, let's face it. So maybe like the 13th, not to, for the next week. So by next week, Wednesday, yeah, next week, Wednesday will be the last day. The 14th. 14th is still kind of there, but, well, Mercury's going to go, he's going to go stationary on the 12th, right? So, yeah. So it's probably fair to say until about the 12th, 13th, the sextile between Venus and Mercury. So that's great, good for communication, good for negotiations. I would advise, if you're doing any kind of, anybody of you, if you're dealing with any kind of clientele or if you're doing any kind of client work or anything like that, that's good stuff. I like that. Negotiating, any kind of negotiations, doing any kind of business deals, that can be really good. Venus, Mercury, and in regards to the war, again, more peace talks, more ceasefire. We could have that. But then on the 12th, Mercury starts to go stationary. We'll come to him in a moment. Let's just go back a bit. Because right about now, Venus, although she's trining Saturn, but that's waning, like I said, she's now opposing the planet Jupiter, which is going to be exact on the 10th, on the 9th/10th. So that's going to be what? 9th? 9th is going to be what? Friday? This Friday? 10th is going to be Saturday. So this weekend, she's about to oppose Jupiter. Very appropriate. The weekend, yeah? When we're going out for partying, having a good time. There's going to be a Venus-Jupiter opposition. Well. Let's watch that space. Like I said, careful that you don't overdo, you don't overextend, you don't exaggerate, overspend, overindulge. Venus, Jupiter. That's what will tend to happen. Too much shopping. Remember, I told you also as well, starting from the 9th of December, the moon is also going to be in Scorpio. Well, that's going to be on a Saturday, isn't it? Is the 9th? Yeah, sorry, the 8th is the Friday. Sorry. 8th is the Friday, 9th is the Saturday. The moon is also going to be in Scorpio. Remember, I told you, don't go shopping. Careful now. Don't buy clothes when the moon is in Scorpio. So no clothes buying this week. But do be careful in terms of how you're spending your money. The moon will move into Sagittarius on the 11th, which will be Monday. You can buy some clothes then. So get your clothes now, today. Or yeah, tomorrow. When the moon is in Libra, get yourself something beautiful, if you need to. And if you don't need to, then don't do it. But yeah, watch out for that Scorpio moon, man. Because the moon will conjunct and will join Venus in Scorpio when Venus is exact on the 9th and on the 10th, opposing Jupiter. The moon is going to be there as well. So that's going to trigger up something also as well. I'm just looking here at the chat. Yeah, I'm about to drink one caffeinated beverage of the day. Need some energy to get through these back-to-back interviews at work. Okay, I hear you, Tiffany. I'm not a coffee man. Juice, yeah, any day. You know, I'm a juice man. Juice and water. You guys know me on the show. Juice and water. That keeps me going. I'm not a coffee at all. My mom used to love that stuff. She was coffee mad, I tell you. If my mum was still alive now with all these coffee shops that are popping up on every street corner, Starbucks and Pret and Costa and all these other coffee shops there, my mum would have lost her mind. But yeah. It's still stuck in my head when they announced it wasn't being broadcast anymore. Oh my God. You're talking about the chill and spill. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about the chill and spill event with that. Tiffany saying, yeah, Neptune goes direct today. Yes, that is true. That's the planet that usually drags me and my Pisces, Venus, Mars, and IC. Yeah, I hear that. Yes, Neptune is going direct today. These slow planets, I mean, of course, every planet going retrograde well, actually, to be honest, let's say he's going direct, but he's actually still stationary. Neptune is stationary right now. He's still going to be stationary tomorrow. If we really want to be, remember, the moon is in Virgo, so let's get a bit, to detail about it. Neptune really goes direct, probably on the 8th, which is in 2 days' time. Let me just double check that. Oh no, tomorrow, the 7th. Tomorrow, the 7th, is when Neptune goes. Where you at? Yeah, is when Neptune goes direct. Technically speaking, tomorrow afternoon, which will be tomorrow your early morning. So he's stationary at the moment. Again, getting a bit Virgo in there, but hey, moon is in Virgo. What should I say? So yeah, but these outer planets, they spend about 6 months, half of the year retrograde, don't they? Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, even Saturn. Saturn's retrograde is about 5 months. Jupiter's like 4.5 months, nearly 5 months. I mean, you're talking quite a bit, you're talking quite a long. Mars has a very interesting retrograde. He's going retrograde next year, isn't he? I think early next year he's going to be going retrograde. So yeah, I'll be speaking about that. That's going to be an interesting one, especially for 2024. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, Neptune is going direct now, and perhaps maybe the veil of Neptune can be somewhat lifted. Neptune's a very, very elusive planet, retrograde or not, even when he's direct. I mean, he can be foggy as, lack of clarity, don't know where you are, what you're doing, where you're going. Neptune brings that. I shan't talk about him too much because, you speak about these planets, you invoke them. Before you know it, I'm like, don't know what I'm talking about either. But yeah, no, Neptune, yeah, going direct is quite significant, especially depending on what he's doing in your chart as well, or aspects that he's making. But yeah, by him going direct, hopefully we can get some, things being revealed and the veil being lifted, and the things that we thought were hidden or mysterious, starting to come out and starting to be revealed in some kind of way. So that it's a good look. It's a good look with Mercury going direct. Yep, they've started firing again. Yes, okay. So you're talking about the whole Israel-Palestine. Yeah. Yeah, Venus in Scorpio. I think that may be to do with it. Plus, the Sun and Mars are still kicking it like they're best of buddies. I mean, yeah, talk about two hotheads. Yeah, they are just doing their thing. So hopefully, in the next couple of days, Venus starting to make a sextile to Mercury may calm things down, or at least it should calm things down, to the point where people are, let's negotiate. Let's do some kind of negotiation anyway. So yeah. Show me what's that? Jody, show some love and click the like button. Oh, shout out to Jody. Big up Jody, man. Thanks a lot. Okay, I was wondering what was that going? Yeah, show some love. Yeah, people, show some love and click the like button. And leave a review. So yeah. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, we should be getting some more peace talks with that. Definitely. I think they'll cease fire again. But like I said, it's only until what, 12th, 13th, until next week. So let's see how that goes. It's always a sensitive situation with Israel and Palestine, isn't it? It's always going to be the case. And I may actually be speaking about that. I'm due to be doing a lecture, because I normally do like a lecture for the year 2024, having a look at what's going to be happening, looking at the planetary transits. So I'm due to be doing that either not next week, but the week after. So I will keep you updated. It should be on around the 21st, I believe. 20th or 21st. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lecture about the year 2024. Yeah, so I'll be going into some of that. So quite some interesting stuff there. So yeah, yeah, you saw me, yeah, looking at the calendar there. No worries. Anywho, so what else is happening here? There's been some really interesting aspects. So Venus is opposing Jupiter. So we spoke about that. Then we're going to have a new moon, okay, on the 12th of December. There's going to be, what, 12th, 13th of December, depending where you are. But in the UK, it will be late night on the 12th of December. We're going to have a new moon in Sagittarius, okay? Planting those new seeds. That's what that's about, even though it's in the sign of Sagittarius. I'm always letting you know, new moons are those times where you want to do those rituals, where you want to plant those new seeds of intentions. That's what the new moon essentially is about. Whatever you plant during the new moon is what you reap at least 6 months later, 12 months later, and 18 months later is where it really peaks. That it actually works on an 18-month cycle. So it's a bit like pregnancy. So you get the first semester, second semester, third semester, and all that kind of stuff. So you plant the seed, You see, you should see it shoot or take some form within that first month, but it's not ready to pick. Then you get the next stage, which is in 6 months' time. That's where you're getting. Then you see a one again the following year, and then you see the big one, 18 months. And then it ends until you get another one. So it's quite interesting on these cycles. And by the way, if you want to know how these cycles work in relation to your chart, you can sign up to my paid subscription on my website, www.sacredplanets.co.uk. www.sacredplanets.co.uk. And you can, you can see how you get monthly readings. Depending on which package you take, but if you get the platinum or the diamond package, either one of them, you get monthly readings where I do your lunar return and also the lunar phases and let you know how which particular lunar phase that you're in and what it's picking up in your chart and so on and so forth. So yeah, get on it, man. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I'm a juice woman. Okay. Zeus is letting me know that she's a juice woman. Yeah, me too. I'm a juice beer. I'm not really into a hot drink. I'll drink a hot drink like if I've got a cold. If I've got a cold, I'm coming down with a flu or something like that here. Then I'll drink a hot drink. I'll boil some water, put lemon, ginger, honey, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll do all that. But yeah, it's only at that point when I'm doing that. Other than that, nah. Water, juice, I'm good. John Jody. You see, Jody, you get people to click the like. Shout outs to Jody. No click, no like button, no raise badge. We'll never forget the forecast for 2020. Oh yeah, that was the I did that in 2019 for 2020, right? Yeah, that was a COVID year, wasn't it? Yeah, well, I'll be doing one for next year. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. That's for sure. 2024, some real interesting stuff happening. So we got the new moon on the 12th of December in Sagittarius. We want to be planting those seeds that are going to, now that's a good, the thing with that is that new moon, it's in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter, right? And Jupiter is the planet of growth, abundance, fortune. And Jupiter right now is in the sign of Taurus, right? So I think this is a very good new moon where we can perhaps capitalize or plant some seeds where we can benefit from. Now, it can be money indirectly, but just in terms of abundance of things in our life, because Taurus is an earth sign, it likes to deal with the physical, the earth, the earthly plane. So we could say the material or the physical aspects of our life. And we all want that, right? We all want nice things. We want to live in a good, decent place, and we want decent clothes and eat decent food, and we want to be supported, and we want to be. So this is a really good new moon, actually, where we can perhaps maybe start planting those seeds, being that Jupiter's in Taurus. We can tap into that Taurus energy indirectly with that new moon. So yeah, go for it. The only thing that, like I said, I've been saying about this new moon, it squares Neptune. Like, really? Well, my advice around that is the fact that it's square Neptune, Neptune's involved. So we're going to have to utilize Neptune also as well. We're going to have to pull Neptune, use your imagination, use inspiration to tap into that Jupiter work, that, so we're bringing in Neptune's world, perhaps maybe doing something that's beneficial for other people, that benefits other people, something spiritual, whatever spiritual is for you, because spirituality is not the same for everybody. We've been conditioned to think that spiritually has to be like this or like that. No, spirituality can be a number of different things, providing it's the intention behind it. Spirituality has an intention. We all have intentions, but we may go about it in different ways. Nothing wrong with that. The quicker religions get to understand that, the better. Now, we can do something along the lines of something spiritual, something beneficial for other people, draw down that inspiration into planting this new seed that can help us manifest something in the physical world, being that Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus. But it's going to be a highly sensitive time. We're going to be sensitive to this new moon because of the square to Neptune. It's highly going to be sensitive. Okay, so do be mindful around that. You probably want to be avoiding drugs or alcohol with this new moon, because it's square Neptune. You probably want to stay away from that. Anyway, that's on the 12th. On that same day is when the planet Mercury stations to go retrograde. Right. Have you backed up your computers? I told you the other day, something came up on my thing. You know this OneDrive. Is it only me that has this OneDrive thing? But you know what? I actually found this OneDrive quite, because like I said, I'm away now from home, from my normal working desktop PC. So I'm on my laptop now. But when I came over, I forgot to bring some files with me. But now, because I've got this OneDrive, I managed to go into my OneDrive and get the files. So I was like, nice one. So that was good. Back up your computers, people. This is the time. Back up your phones. Take care. For those of you guys who like having phones with no cases, be careful. But these are the times when they drop and smash. I ain't wishing it on you. I'm just saying. These are the times where they drop and smash during the Mercury retrogrades. Phones go missing, miscommunication, emails going missing, letters, postage going missing, problems with any form of telecommunications, any form of transportation, technology, anything to do with transportation, delays in transportation, strikes, all this kind of stuff. These are the things get heightened during a Mercury retrograde. So get on it. We're already in the shadow period, and we're already even hearing, even with people here, even in the chat, of things, funny things happening. Things are just moving in places where they shouldn't be, or things going missing. I told you this, backed up my computer, and a whole heap of files just went missing. I was like, what? I've got to put this all back in again. Are you for real? It's like, it's a madness. So yeah, Mercury's about to go retrograde on the 12th of December. He stations to go retrograde from the 12th of December, and he's going to be retrograde until what? The 2nd of January? That correct? Something along that line. Let me just double check. Yeah. 2nd, 3rd of January. He goes direct. Yeah. So we start the year 2024 with a Mercury retrograde. And as you noticed also as well, because Mercury, when he goes retrograde, he always retrogrades in the same elements. So he's been retrograding in the earth signs. So beginning of the year, he retrograded in Taurus, went back into Aries. Then he retrograded in Virgo, went back into Leo, and now he's retrograding in Capricorn, and he will go back into Sagittarius. But the emphasis is that he's retrograding in the earth signs. Earth signs are to do with what? They are to do with the physical world. They are to do with money and other physical structures in our society. So that's going to be, that's been a bit, and that's one of the reasons why, if you've noticed, all around the world this year, now don't get me wrong, they always talk about the rising cost of, but not like this year. If you notice, this year has really been, oh, the cost of living, cost of living, cost of living. Well, Mercury is retrograding in the earth signs. He wants us to check our earthliness, how we are connected with earth, how practical we are. So it is what it is. Now he's going to be retrograding in the sign of Capricorn. So, yeah, so that's Mercury. What else will be happening over the course of so he starts his retrograde again on the 12th. Mind you, when he starts his retrograde, he is going to be trining Jupiter. That is going to be exact on the 18th of December. So on the 18th of December, Mercury will trine Jupiter. Exact. That's good. Even though Mercury is retrograde, it's still good. It's still favorable. And Jupiter's retrograde also as well. Well, Jupiter's going to be coming out of retrograde on December the 31st. So that's towards the end of the month. However, we are going to be experiencing a wonderful trine with Mercury, Jupiter on the 18th of December. So technically speaking, and that trine will literally start, well, let's have a look. Well, that trine is really starting from the moment he goes, it's starting now. Mercury is trining Jupiter now. It's just going to peak on the 18th. And it will still trine until about the 23rd of December. So that's good. Yeah, not even 23rd, 22nd, give or take. It'll be waning, it'll be weaker. But yeah, Mercury trining Jupiter. So Mercury's trining Jupiter right now. So let's say from now until the 21st of December, there's a trine between Mercury and Jupiter. That's good. That's going to be helpful. I like that one. Tiffany's saying, the new moon falls in my second house with my natal Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, trining my sun. So I'm planting some money, LOL. Hell yeah. Anything to do with second house, man, that's got to be money involved, right? So yeah, Julio. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Lucky you. Lucky you. You got a woman to go home to. Anybody know that song? The reggae song. Yeah. Sextile my son. So okay, so it's sextiling your son as well. Okay, that's a good aspects there. That's good aspects. So yeah, so Mercury's trining Jupiter. Okay, coolio. What else are we going to be having also? Let me just bring it back a bit. And let's just see here what other aspects we're going to be having. So we got the new moon. Mercury's going to go retrograde. Mercury's trining. Mercury's trining Jupiter until the 21st, and then do remember the Sun, starting from about the 12th, the Sun is going to be squaring Neptune. Yeah, be prepared to get dizzy. We're going swimming, people. We are going swimming. Confusing time. Literally that new moon, from that new moon, Mercury's going retrograde. There's going to be some hella confusions. And I'm talking hella confusions. So guys, keep your ears peeled, keep your eyes open. Try to be very hands-on, pragmatic. Act like a Virgo or a Capricorn. Mercury is in Capricorn, that's going to be helpful. Really be down to earth and really kind of get your hands on it, because that's going to be quite confusing. With the Mercury retrograde and then Sun squaring Neptune, it's like anything can go missing. So watch out for that. So also, like I said, the Sun Neptune actually is going to be exact on the 16th of December. That's when it's going to be at its peak. On that day, 16th of December, Sun square Neptune will be at its heights. Very strong. So around the 16th, what day does that land on? On the Saturday. Right. That's, again, weekend. Stay away from alcohol. I repeat, stay away from alcohol. Stay away from drugs. I don't care what kind of drugs, it's drugs. I don't care if it's marijuana. I don't care if it's the big C word. Stay away. It's sensitive times, man. Yeah, you want to avoid that stuff. Matter of fact, that would be a good time to actually do some cleansing, some good spiritual work. Really good during that period there. So especially on the 16th. So Saturday as well. Be good to do some charity. So that's on the 16th. Then what I wanted to point out was Venus on the 20th of December. Venus is going to be opposing, this is when it's going to be exact, it's going to be opposing Uranus. Fireworks, baby. We're about to get electrified. Our relationship life is about to be hit with sparks of fire and excitement. It's going to be dynamic. Erratic spending. Do be careful with your money with this one. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, Venus, Neptune, boy. I said Venus, Neptune. Venus, Uranus. See how Neptune's grabbing in there already, yeah? Neptune's pulling me into that world, you know what I mean? He's pulling me in. He's like, come along, come this way. Yeah, I got you, Neptune. I'm with you. So, yeah, so watch out for that. It's going to peak on December 20th, but there's going to be a build-up. So the Venus-Uranus is going to be activated from about the 15th. From about the 15th of December is where we're going to be picking it up. But it becomes exact on the 19th. I said on the 19th, on the 20th. 19th, 20th of December is where it's going to be. It's going to be at 19 degrees, but it's going to be on the 20th of December. That's when it becomes exact. So watch out for, unpredictable spending. It can work either way. There can be windfalls of money coming in, but also windfalls of money going out. Unexpected spending, unexpected expenditures, erratic spending, that can be a bit turbulent, for sure. Relationships can get a bit of a shake-up during this time. Can be a great wake-up call, relationship-wise, love-wise. It can also be very exciting. It can be really exciting. It could be a time where we want a bit of freedom or independence in our relationship. Uranus represents independence. So we may get, again, some independence here. This is the kind of planetary configuration that can often bring about separation. That's what you can get with this. So watch out for that with the Venus-Uranus opposition. So that's going to peak on the 20th of December. And then on the 21st of December, not quite, /22nd of December, the Sun is going to move into Capricorn, which means it's the winter solstice for us in the northern hemispheres of the world. It's the day when we have the longest night and the shortest day. Hence the whole baby Jesus thing, right? Because we know what happens 4 or 5 days later. Christmas. So yeah, drink and be merry. What day does Christmas land this week? Is it Monday or Tuesday or something like that? Let's see. Christmas is on a Monday. It is on a Monday. Okay, cool. So Sun moves into Capricorn. As the Sun moves into Capricorn, the Sun is going to make a sextile to Saturn. That's good. So on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, there's going to be a sextile with the Sun and Saturn. That is good. Some kind of stability we're going to be getting in and around this time. So that's quite good. That's something to definitely look forward to. And then on the 26th, 27th of December, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Cancer. A full moon in the sign of Cancer. It's going to be roughly around 4 degrees or 5 degrees of Cancer. That's a good moon. It's a powerful moon. We love that one, don't we? The moon will be opposite the Sun, of course, and it's full moon. But the moon will also be trining Saturn at that time too. So that's good. I like that one. And that's going to be the last full moon of 2023. The last full moon of 2023 is going to be in the sign of Cancer. That's good. We like that, right? And a trine to Saturn, Coolio, and a sextile to Jupiter. Oh, that's really good. Oh, we're going to have a good Christmas. We are going to have a good Christmas, people. For those of you celebrating Christmas, for those of you celebrating Hanukkah, but Hanukkah's going to be earlier, right? Hanukkah's starting tomorrow until next week. Okay, doesn't matter. Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, take your pick. It's going to be good. It's got to be good. How can it not be? So yeah. There's actually going to be a loose sextile actually with Jupiter and Saturn. That's quite cool. I like that. That's quite helpful. So these are things that we can look forward to. What else do I want to talk about? I think I may leave it there. That takes us, let's send it on that full moon in Cancer. And then, okay. I'll tell you what I'll end it on. After that, well, literally on the day of the full moon, the Sun is also going to be trining Jupiter. The Sun is actually on the day of Christmas. The Sun is going to be trining Jupiter. That's really good. Very good for Christmas. Like I said, we're going to have a good Christmas. Santa Claus better bring a big extra bag this year. Lots of presents. So this Christmas looks good. Sun trine Jupiter. That doesn't happen often. I mean, it happens every year, but, you know, not around Christmas it don't. But anyway, that's a good one. Sun trine Jupiter on Christmas Day. So cool. Which means also the full moon will also trine Jupiter. It will also sextile Jupiter. The moon will sextile Jupiter. Sun will trine Jupiter. That's really good. And then, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I like that. Let's end up on a high, on a Jupiter high note. Let's end it there. So that takes us to about the 25th. And again, I'm going to be here next week, right? So, right, I'll be keeping you updated again. You've got the planetary configurations. So those are the things to watch out for over the course of the next week. Venus currently trining Saturn. Venus is going to be opposing Jupiter. Venus is going to be sextiling Mercury. Mercury is going to be going retrograde. New moon in Sagittarius, but it's going to be squaring Neptune. We're going to have Sun square Neptune. What else did we talk about? Also as well, there's going to be Sun moving into Capricorn, winter solstice, sextiling Saturn, Jupiter and Saturn are going to be sextiling each other. Then we're going to have a full moon in Cancer. Then we're going to have Sun trine Jupiter. December looks okay. The only thing that we need to watch out for is Venus in Scorpio. I said I thought I'll end up on a high. Okay, I'll end up on this high. On December the 24th, on December the 24th, Venus is going to be trining Neptune. That's good. Venus trine Neptune is really good. That's universal love. That's a collective love. That's a harmonious love. That's extremely romantic for you lovey-dovey people out there. That is a good one. I think I'm going to end it with that one. Venus trine Jupiter. Venus trine Neptune, not Jupiter. Why am I switching over to Jupiter now? No. Neptune, I'm talking about you, man. Pull me back into your world. So Venus trine Neptune in Pisces. That's really good. So that will be a good one for you, romanticists. So let's see what's going to be transpiring out of that. So yeah, that's one to watch out for. So let's leave it there and let's go to what was it? It's competition time. Although I haven't got the books here with me, I'm not at home. I'm not even in the country. But I do want to talk about. Okay, let me go to my. I'm going to go to my messages right now and have a look. And somebody said that, somebody let me know that they messaged me. Okay. Now, oh God, poor Tiffany. You came late. Dear. Now, this is what it is. 2 questions. The first question has been a rollover, right? And quite disappointed with my students about this one. I've got another question. I'm going to have to answer it. I forgot what the question I was going to give you was. What was the question? Oh my God. I'm not keeping it on the board again. Surely not. I was actually going to ask you a harder question. It would have to come to me because I can't remember it at the moment. However, the first question was, if the sun was at 10 degrees of Taurus and Venus was at 28 degrees of Gemini, what astrological phenomena is about to happen? Okay, that was for the book Saturn, Through Time and Eternity by Charles Orbit. Very good book. None of you have got that answer. I kind of like Christian. He kind of answered it. He kind of said there's a reception. He's trying to, but then he got all confused. I'm going to read it out right now. He said there's a reception by exaltation going on. No, there ain't. But I know what he's talking. There is a kind of reception, because yes, the sun is exalted, but no, there isn't. There isn't. No, what am I talking about? See, you got me kind of confused there. See, Mercury's getting to me. No, wrong. There is no reception. He said there's a kind of reception going on with the sun in Taurus. It's the exaltation sign of Venus. No, it ain't. The moon is exalted in Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. Sign of Venus when it's in Cancer. I said nothing about Cancer. Cross that off. Now I've just read it again. I just find out that it's even more wrong. So no, you don't get it. However, Angela answered for that question. She said eclipse. What the heck? How do you get an eclipse from that? I didn't mention nothing about no nodes or nothing like that. I don't know how you got an eclipse from that. But the answer is no. Tiffany, has answered a semi-square aspect. No. The answer is no again, because it wouldn't be a semi-square. Now, if I said the sun was at 10 degrees of Taurus and Venus was at 15 degrees of Gemini, that would be a semi-square. So you'd be right, but I said 18 degrees. Okay. What was the other question I was going to replace this with? I had the other question in my head because I said I was just going to answer that. If I can't remember, I may have to just let it roll on. And I don't want to do that because that might give you... okay. I'll come back to that. But I did have a question. Damn it. I can't believe it's going beyond me. But there was going to be... okay, I've got the other question. So that's going to go into a rollover. I'm gonna let you know what the question for that is in a moment. I'm gonna tell you the answer, and I'm gonna tell you that. First, I just want to talk about the other book, which was by Bonate, Ireta, the book Ireta. It's book. I need to track down where the first and second book, because tell me these books are gems. I think it's book 3 and book 6 or something like that. Very good book. Classic book, out of print. You cannot get it again. Like, you can't get it again. I'm trying to hunt down for copies of this book. It's gone. It's gone. And I guarantee you, any astrologer who has this book would not. It's not going to be. You're not going to. If somebody's got a secondhand book of this, I bet you any money it's going to be one of those books that you find on Amazon and someone's selling it for like £500 or £1,000, something like that. But I'm gonna look that up. The second one, I did say if if Saturn was at 5 degrees of Aries, Venus is at 7 degrees of Aries, and Mars is at 10 degrees of Aries, what position is Venus in? Now, all three of you were correct. Like I said, the rule is it goes to the first person who inboxes me from midnight. And the first person who inboxed me from midnight was Angela. So Angela gets the book. Yes, but you were all right. She is besieged. Tiffany said malefic enclosure. Okay, I'll give you that. Same thing, besieged. Different wording, but same thing. Yes, but it's a malefic enclosure. She's besieged. So you get the book, Angela. I must say, you scraped it. You beat Christian to it by 2 minutes. Yeah. But he got it as well. He did say Venus is besieged in a stellium. So, yeah. So you all got that one. Now, you all got that one, but obviously Angela gets the book. Real good book. That's a good one. Good one, good one. Okay, so let's go to that first question. If the sun is at 10 degrees of Taurus and Venus was at 28 degrees of Gemini, what astrological phenomena is about to happen? Venus is about to go retrograde. That is the answer. Venus is about to go retrograde. That is what the answer is. Okay? Venus is about to go retrograde. I just got another email come through. I ain't gonna chat no names. Competition gone, baby. I've answered it. That is it. So yeah, like you say, Neptune's messing with you, right, Tiffany? Yeah, Neptune's messing with all of us. Neptune is messing with all of us. Don't get it twisted. It is what it is. Yes, Venus is about to go retrograde. That is what the answer is, okay? And I'm a little bit disappointed with my students who are trying to answer that question. I mean, didn't you check the degree difference? Venus cannot go beyond 48 degrees of where the sun is. Anything beyond 48 degrees, retrograde. She will go retrograde. The moment she hits 48 degrees, she starts to go retrograde. So that's the astrological phenomena which is about to happen. Yes, Tiffany, I can see you sent another answer, but it's too late. And you still got it wrong anyway. Oh, God. Venus is about to go retrograde. So I'm going to set another question. This question is easier on one level, but it's harder on another. Pay close attention. Okay? Pay very close attention. what does the, now, and I need the specifics here, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to be going with half an answer. I need the specifics. Tell me the details. What does the planet Mercury, Venus, and Saturn have in common? I repeat the question. Do not answer it now. The answer will be for next week, Wednesday. The first person who inboxes me from midnight on the Wednesday morning, AM, first person who inboxes me gets the book. The question is, what does the planet Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, those three planets, what do they have in common? All three of them have something in common, which is exact in common. What do all three planets have in common? That is the question. I need the answer. The first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, 12 a.m., my email, or the email, not my email, is the Lunar Lounge podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge podcast at gmail.com. That is the email where you send the answer to. For those of you who are going to be watching this, who are going to be watching the recording, the address will appear below the screen. The Lunar Lounge podcast at gmail.com. It's going to be below the screen right now, as you're watching it right now. Not for those of you guys who are watching it live. You guys can't see it. I don't know why they don't have that. Why don't they have this? Actually, I think that I may have to mess around with this stuff, you know, because I think I can. Let me see here. No, that's not it. But I just need to play around with some of this stuff because I know AI companion. What is this about? I need to get into this AI companion stuff, man. We've got AI up in here. It's not apps. No, okay. All right. So I need to play around with this, but I know that there is a function here that could actually allow me to type. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll have to fiddle around with that and see how that is doing. So where I could type that while I'm live, I could type it in and it could like appear actually on the screen. But I just need to fiddle around with that. Okay, cool. That is the question. What does the planet Mercury, Venus, and Saturn have in common? I need the specifics. I need the details. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, from 12 a.m. Whoever gets in there first, could be by a millisecond. You gotta have it. So yeah, congratulations, Angela. Angela gets it. That's about what, the third book? I'm gonna have to start banning some of these people here from entering competitions right now. You know, only newbies. So yeah. What does the planet Mercury, Venus, and Saturn have in common? So Angela says, it's easy. I'll be waiting for your answer next week from 12. And if so, the book is yours. Right. That is the competition time done there. Well, you know what time it is now, don't you? It is that time of the week where we have the tarot cards. Okay, so let's give a good shuffle. Angela's saying Saturn is on my sun, so I'm home with COVID. Oh, Saturn's on my sun, so I'm home with COVID. Really? Oh my God. Oh. Saturn's opposite your sun, not on your sun. But I hear what you're saying. He's on it, as in he's on it. Oh my God! Yeah, get better. Yeah, Saturn. When you have these heavy Saturn or Neptune transits, boy. Yeah, illness, baby. It's a common one. So wishing you well and hope you get better, sending you healing energy. So yeah. Oh, tarot cards falling out. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Where are you at, man? Get back in. Got to be in the back. Okay. She said same thing. There's a difference between Ollie and opposite. But I hear you. Yes, get better soon. Okay, so it's that time of the week. Just want to give a good shuffle and let's pick out the tarot card of the week and let's see what is happening. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, what's it going to be? I'm just going to cut the deck, whatever card it is what it is. What do we got? We got the Queen of Wands. Really good. Last week we had the King, didn't we? Oh. Well, look who follows the King. It's the Queen. Last week we had the King of Wands. This week we've got the Queen. I think because of my background, doesn't want to allow me to show. There she is. Kind of goes in and out. There we are. Got to put it in front of my face. Yeah. Yeah, but essentially we got the Queen of Wands. That's nice. I like that. It's a Leo card. It's about stepping into our power. This is what the message is for us over the course of the next week. It's about stepping into our power. It's about taking center stage. It's about illuminating. It's about being an energy source. It's about being generous. It's generosity. It's giving. It's playful. This card indicates that we must be playful. We must be creative. We must be willing to shine our light to help other people in whichever way, shape, or form. This is what it is. We must be an energy source for those people around us, okay? That is what the Queen of Wands essentially is about. Yeah, so we've got to use her. I'm tempted to want to move it closer, but I know like she's going to disappear. There we go. Yeah, got to mess around with the angles, you see. There, yeah, then she disappears and then goes there. Yeah, there we go. Queen of Wands. She needs to take that light. But it's all about being strong, shining a ray of light. This card is also reminding us we must be confident. We must be confident. We must stand in our center of power, display our strength, be joyful, be creative. We must be warm. This is a card that is about warmth, okay? And this card is often also connected with our sense of our purpose and very often connected with our work or vocation. It's a card that indicates that we need to step up to the plate and become somebody, strive for what is better. Don't be afraid to show, display who and what we are in the area of workplace. And even if that means maybe needing to walk out, so be it. That's how she is. That's how the Queen is. It's the Queen. Can't beat the Queen. So creativity, think creativity, think power, think generosity, think strength, be proud. When I say proud, and there can be too much pride. There's nothing wrong with having pride in what you do and how you do it. But there's something about pride where you can be full of pride, but be humble at the same time. They speak about be humble like the lion. That is what this card is. Hence why it's connected with the zodiac sign Leo. It's got that Leo energy to it. Keeps disappearing. Keeps going into the world of Neptune. Neptune, Saturn. But yeah, that's what the Queen of Wands is about. So we have to embody that. Okay, people? That's what the message is over the course of the next week. Be proud of who you are, what you are, how you are. Don't be afraid to display it. Be generous. Have humor, have fun, be playful, and be the light. Be the light of the world that you want to see. Be it. Turn on that bulb. And the Queen of Wands will be with you, will bless you. So yeah. Yeah, I am putting it in front of my face. I did put her in front of my face. You saw. But yeah, so that is what the Queen of Wands essentially is about. Coolio. Coming to the end of the show. I know there was something I did want to discuss. But you know me, seems like whether it's Mercury or Neptune, we've got to blame one of the planets, haven't we? Instead of me to write it down, Mercury's in Capricorn now. And I was just thinking the other day, I need to start writing stuff down. I've got a lot on my plate. I need to start jotting things down. When will I learn my lesson? Anyhow, come to the end of the show. Don't forget, I upload twice a week I'm available on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. So you can listen to the show there. This show will be uploaded later on. It will be taken down temporarily from the YouTube, but then I upload it because I put the little wordings and stuff like that. Nothing major. But it will be going up. It will be available this evening on the YouTube. And it will also be available on all the podcast platforms. I also upload one on Sunday. There's no YouTube for that. By the way, I'm going to be starting to. It looks like the Sunday one may also be going on YouTube. I'm probably not going to do it live, but I will be putting it on the YouTube. So it'll be available on YouTube. So watch out for that. Maybe in the next couple of weeks. So essentially, I'm going to be uploading twice a week, but they'll still be available also on the podcast platforms, but I'll also be uploading it twice a week on the YouTube as well. So you'll have best of both worlds. No complaints then. Shout out to everybody who was in the room participating. Shout out to Angela. Congratulations being a winner again. Shout out to Yvette. Thank you. Great show, Israel. Enjoy Spain. Yeah, I'm only here for a couple of days, mate. It's all about work, man. People think I'm out here sunbathing. No, it ain't that kind of, it's work, man. So, but yeah, I'll just try and enjoy what I can, of course. Shout outs to Faye, shout outs to Tiffany. Don't forget, new question next week. Shout outs to Jody. Also, who was also there? Zuz. Shout outs. Listen, guys, you guys need to tune in to Chill and Spill every Sunday evening. I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm gonna put their plugins on my YouTube channel, and you can. These sisters are amazing. Seriously. Zeus and Nubia, I tell you, it's a great show. And I was telling you, I was on it on Sunday, and Cold Bloody came in, disrupted the show. I got taken off for about half an hour, came back, saw I was watching the show live. Yeah, right. I was watching it from wherever it cut off, from where I cut off from. And then these ladies are talking, the show's way on, and I'm texting, trying to answer stuff that they've already gone past. I was about maybe, I don't know, about an hour behind. And I'm thinking, why are they not reading my texts out? I'm texting. Yeah, because I wasn't watching the live. Playing catch up. Yeah, Mercury. That's Mercury for you. But shout outs to Zuz and Nubia. Shout outs to Chill and Spill. Also, who else was in the building? But yes, Tyrone. Shout out to Tyrone. Got to bring you on the show, brother, very, very soon. Yeah, and everybody else. So yeah. Tiffany saying I should do it live. I should do the Sunday one live. I don't know. I'd love to, but I don't know. Do you know what? I may do a few of them live. I may do. It's just keeping to it. It's too busy, man. I'm just about keeping up with this one, let alone the second one. But we'll see. I doubt it's going to be live, but I will probably try and do one or two of them live. That's the thing. And plus, on a Sunday, I want to listen to Chill and Spill, although they're in the evening. So I suppose I could do mine in the afternoon. Listen, man. I don't get no rest days. Sunday's never a rest day for me. It's like, sometimes I'm thinking, hey, it's Sunday today. Shouldn't I be? No, not for me. Not at all. Faye's asking, thank you, great show. Is it hot over there in Spain? It's hotter than the UK. It's warmer than the UK, put it that way. I mean, it don't look nothing like UK. I mean, I left UK this early this morning. It was what? Wet, and it wasn't too cold actually this morning in the UK. But yeah, Spain's warmer. It's a lot warmer. Blue skies. It's still a little bit, it's cooler. I don't know what the temperature is today, but it's, I don't know, 15 maybe, something like that. 13, 12, 13 maybe. But so it's warmer. It's warmer. It's warmer. It's a lot warmer. As you can see, I'm just walking around with. I wouldn't just wear this in the UK with this shirt. Although this shirt is it's got a bit of thickness to it, but still, I wouldn't just wear this. I just came in. When I came in, I just had this on. I didn't even need no jacket. So that's how warm it was. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So yeah, listen, that's me done, people. I want to thank each and every single one of you. You've been listening to the Lunar Lounge with myself, Israel Ajose. I will be with you again live next week on the 13th, right? I believe. Let's pull up the calendar. Where is the calendar? Yeah, it's going to be the 13th, isn't it? So it's going to be the 13th. Yeah, but I will be uploading also on the Sunday, which will be the 10th. So listen to that also as well. I know I've divided my crew, but maybe by doing a YouTube on Sunday, we'll bridge the gap together. So let's see how that functions. On that note, people, I want to thank each and every single one of you for your support, for your love, for your participation. Yeah, much love. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell the family to tell a friend to tell their lovers, partners, mom, dad, everybody. Get everybody in on this. The Lunar Lounge is about to. 2024 is the year that this podcast is gonna go viral. It is what it is. Listen, on that note, have a blessed day, have a blessed week, and I will be with you again on the 13th live. Do enjoy, and I am out. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.